It's like we all know what's going down, but no one's saying shit. What happened to the home of the brave?
What's up, and welcome to This Week in Stupid, where we watch stupid do stupid, we have fun, we laugh, we move on with our lives. Alright? Okay.
Are you ready?
Welcome to the end of days.
Oh, he says he wants to go to America.
That right there was adorable. Using little kids to pull at the heartstrings of the American people, it don't get no more CNN than that. Well, unless they found a way to blame it on Trump.
An unreachable dream for many, with the U.S. southern border largely closed off to asylum seekers for the past 2 years thanks to a controversial Trump-era COVID health order known as Title 42.
I heard President Trump was personally at the southern border armed with a Russian flagpole, beating any Ukrainian trying to cross and seek asylum. And we all know how dangerous flagpoles are. Insurrectionists with flagpoles almost overthrew the United States government on January 6th, so...
It's a total witch hunt. I've been saying it for a long time.
So what is Title 42? Well, as much as the mainstream propaganda would love for you to believe it's some law President Trump made up to have illegal immigrants gunned down at the southern border...
That's not it.
Title 42 is a health order.
Title 42 is a public health policy, not an immigration policy.
It's also a little confusing, because while I was searching for who has the authority to use Title 42, it kept saying the Surgeon General instead of the President, but maybe that's how they worded things back in the 40s when this thing was written. I don't know. Either way, I think instead of getting all wrapped up in the politics of it, I think we should focus more on, was there a good reason to use it? Like, was it justified? You be the judge, okay? March 20th, 2020, the Department of Health and Human Services, or HHS, issued an emergency regulation to implement a specific aspect of a U.S. health law. The specific aspect was Section 265. The health law was Title 42. And because I don't remember everything from March 2020, I figured I'd look up what else happened in March of that year. March 11, 2020, 9 days prior, the good people from the World Health Organization, the WHO, held a media briefing on COVID-19. But because I don't have the patience to listen to this man labor through it again, I'll read it. Good afternoon. You can't see that, but trust me, it says it. In the past 2 weeks, the number of cases of COVID-19 outside of China has increased 13-fold, blah, 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 skip a bunch of it, blah, 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 skip more. Here we go. We have therefore made the assessment that
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
We're in the midst of a pandemic. The Centers for Disease Control has a Title 42 authority that we exercise. To protect the migrants themselves, to protect the local communities, our personnel, and the American public. The pandemic is not behind us.
Here's what I'm saying. CNN and the rest of the anti-Trump media keep blaming Trump for Title 42. Yeah, it happened under his administration, but the CDC has to authorize it for Trump to okay it, which I'm sure he had no problem doing. But considering that the World Health Organization just declared a worldwide pandemic, why wouldn't you close your borders to everyone? And yes, it was everyone.
He wants to go to America.
Also, I'd like to add, it's been a Biden-era health order longer than it's been a Trump-era health order.
Explain yourself!
Yeah, because Biden had no choice, right? Oh, on the contrario, Freya, August 2nd, 2021, the Biden administration indefinitely extends Title 42. The CDC said basically until the danger of further spread is eliminated, shut it down. But they did agree that if there were any children tough enough to make it to the border, unaccompanied of course, they'd be exempt. Most people were worried that these kids traveled alone, but we all know they were safely guided by human traffickers and drug cartels, so no worries.
He says he wants to go to America.
Honestly, though, they thought it was controversial to deny passage across the border during a pandemic, but a good idea for children to show up at the border with no parents. The same people who wanted to see you get shot in the face for not wearing a mask or being unvaccinated are the same people crying about people being stopped at the border.
That sounds about right.
All I'm saying is CNN and anybody else who has a problem with Title 42, maybe it's time to stop blaming the guy where it started and maybe start going at the guy who's extended it at every chance he could, like he holds it dear and near.
Anyway.
Diamond says, get the fuck up.
As always, just want to thank y'all for pulling up and rocking out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, you probably should. And since you're already down in that area, hit the bell. Then click all at the top so you don't miss anything. If you sexied everything right, it should look like this. Good job. Don't forget to join us here. You can also come follow me here, and here. Oh yeah, I'm over here now too. Like always, be safe, stay great, don't be a pussy.
Till the next time. Oh, till the next time.
Characterized as a pandemic.
Go kill yourself. And just so it don't get twisted the wrong way, find the tallest bridge, aim for the rocks, and throw yourself off. Remember, the further the fall, the better.
What is wrong with you?
Welcome to the end of days.